If you're unfortunate enough to have been born a lowly side character, or worse, a step-sibling to the main character, you may be wondering how to change your fate. After all, you have hopes, dreams, and a tragic backstory. What makes you any less than a protagonist? Well, for one, your trauma was either directly caused by the protagonist or by the villain in an attempt to hurt the protagonist. I'm sorry your family was unalived, but this story really isn't about you. In a way, it's kind of a blessing. If your tears weren't necessary to the plot, you would have probably died alongside your assorted family members. Buck up and show a little gratitude. PTSD is for important people. Well, what about your hopes and dreams? You've got plenty of those. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but the protagonist isn't like other girls. As the only other named female character in the entire book, you are by definition other girls. No one wants to read about a female character that likes clothes, makeup, or cooking. That would be crazy. It's much better to mock traditionally feminine hobbies while secretly participating them in the darkness of your room. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, I'm a guy. I'm definitely not like other girls. Congratulations. As a male side character with hopes and dreams, you have a few options. You could be a love interest. The competition will be fierce. It will feel a little bit like The Bachelorette, except you'll have to save the protagonist's life to get any screen time. You could also be a villain. Probably not the main villain, but you could definitely mildly inconvenience the protagonist for a few chapters. If you can't make a crowd of women swoon by taking your shirt off, you probably aren't hot enough for the main character. But that doesn't mean you can't be a creepy stalker. Don't worry, if you don't want to be a villain or a love interest, there is one final option. You could be a martyr. Yes, that does mean you'll have to die in a horribly painful way, but it's not all bad. It will be dramatic. People will remember you. In the live screen adaptation, your death will be set to a beautiful orchestral soundtrack. If you're very, very fortunate, you may even feature in a lot of fan fiction. Really, what more could you want? Let me clarify something real quick. This video is intended for real side characters, like an elvish princess stolen in the dead of night and forced to live as a lowly human peasant. Some protagonists don't always know they're protagonists at first. You may appear in later books or even a series spin-off. If that's you, congratulations! Try not to give hope to the other peons. They are boring and they need to understand that.